Best.
This one can record everything. Yeah. This one atas atas
Okay.
Yeah. You different angle. You see, I'm many level up from silver. So of course, from this one right, I can stick, so I can choose the framing. I film everything right, then I can frame where I want. Then this one is another angle. So different things I will have.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today for this pastry workshop around French cream. So thank you for tagging us today with the account and the hashtags. So today, very briefly, this is a campaign co-funded by the European Union to promote French cream, to explain a bit why French cream is good to use in pastry in general. So that's a workshop for you to, of course, I guess you all buy cream already maybe, or you work with cream or something like that. But today really to enjoy the moment and to go back home with a nice Paris-Brest cake. So yeah, the campaign is basically happening in a lot of cities in Asia, Seoul, Shanghai, Taipei, and Singapore for the past 3 years. So next year, 2025, will be the last year of the campaign. Maybe you will see online, or you will be invited if you are home bakers. Next May, we will have a pastry show that you can try to attend and to participate and to win a trip to France. So let's stay tuned online. So let me just introduce you Chef Syndico, that maybe some of you know already, the executive pastry chef, but not only, of the Hilton Orchard. Thank you, Chef.
Hi. Okay, so for me, I use a lot of French cream in my career life. I think most of the 16 to 17 years I'm with, it's always French cream, right? And I use some of other country cream, but in the end, I study a lot on the French cream itself, on the production and how the cow and how it processes and so on. And I stick back with French cream, and that's where I work together with Cottons. But to let people, all of you know that why French cream is always better than like vegetable cream. After I will explain to you. I come from a background where I start with regular, and then after I go to Mandarin Oriental, Pacific, and then Hilton now 10 years. Right? I think some of you have came to my hotel before for some food. All the desserts are used with French cream if you have already tried. Otherwise, you should always come. We have a beautiful afternoon tea that just launched also. So right now, we're gonna do today Paris-Brest. It's a pistachio Paris-Brest, and then you're gonna decorate yourself. You're gonna pipe the cream yourself. You're gonna whip up everything yourself as well. I'm gonna do together with you, and then you can bring home, or you're gonna eat here right now after. Okay? So this is how it was made, right? From the cow, when they go to the cream system, and then they start to analyze, collecting, and so on. And then they got to separate. UHT, you can use it in the room temperature. You can keep it at the room temperature without opening it. Only after you put it in the, that is process. I've used a lot of chip, means fresh. Like straight away, you have to always put in the chiller within a time frame so that when I'm gonna do cook French pastry with cooking and the one that you're gonna use later, you can smell the heat of the cream that you can detect through the cup. There are different types of brands. Some are bleached, some are not bleached. So you have to identify like why we use unbleached cream and bleached cream. So French cream are the lessest bleached cream I see. There are many countries that they bleach a lot, and you can see on the consistency and also on the details where it's too white. When the cream is too white, it means you understand it's bleached. And bleached cream is with a chemical, right? Chemical can be harmful. Together same as like the vegetable cream. Vegetable cream is bleached for sure. They extract from the plant. It's like rubber. It's like when you do rubber, yeah. They extract from the plant and then they go a lot of processing before it comes to a plant-based cream. And you pick up the protein. Sometimes it's not enough to even set the whole thing, and you need to put a lot of gelatin or gel or something like jello to make it set. And somehow it looks nice, but when it's to your palate, it's not gonna help you to smoothen out your throat, something like that. Okay? Later you're gonna try on the cream, then you're gonna whip up yourself, and you can see how smooth and nutty it is with the cream itself. Okay?
Well, very basically, France simply asked me to do that. No, but in France you have two main regions where the cows are making milk that produce cream, that produce cheese. The first one is Normandy, in the north part, with the cow called La Normande. And on the east part, where there is the high mountains, the Alps, where people are skiing and everything, it's beautiful, especially at this time of the year. And you have La Montbéliard, super French name. And they produce high quality milk because it's high fat content that is ideal to produce rich cream that is all the aspect that Cindy mentioned before.
Like you do mousse, you do panna cotta, you do with the cream. And how many times did you actually face a problem? Like the cream is thick and so on. Do you? Or it's nice? You use French cream?
I use French cream.
Okay. There are times the cream is very yellow. Yellow means there's a lot of fat. The fat does not help you because it split very fast, right? And when it split very fast, you can actually utilize that split to filter out, and then it becomes a butter. But that butter fat, you need to again filter out so that you can clean and wash the butter, then you can use. But yellow cream means it's unbleached. Unbleached cream means it's too heavy for your dessert or even for cooking. When it's too heavy, you need to dilute out. So later, when I'm gonna repeat out all the cream to you, the one that I've already cooked, I'm gonna show you how I cook the whip later. And then you're gonna see why at certain temperature, even I'm gonna do a big boiling, it will not affect on the split. And on the split itself, you can see a little bit of bits and pieces if the cream itself is not good enough, I would say. So the cream that we use from France, usually it does not have this kind of effect. Okay? Right? You need to always use a thermometer for everything. For me, everything is about thermometer. But if doing cooking here, because it's for you, the recipe is going to be in your goodie bag later also, you don't have to use the thermometer at all. It's quick, it's fast. I'm gonna run through the recipe later here, and you're gonna understand. But I'm gonna go technically, okay? Okay, so here, the shea butter. The shea butter I already done for you. This one is done. You're gonna cut it into half. You're gonna decorate it yourself in your own style, in your own way. Okay, and you're gonna pipe it nicely after. It depends on how much piping skill you have right now, but I'm gonna help you. Okay. So from here, water, cream, butter, you cook it and hard boil. After you put in the flour, you mix until it's like a dough texture. But you don't stop right away. You're gonna dry it, even dry it like it's like a hard dough already. You put it in the mixer. After you put the sugar and egg in slowly. When you pedal, it's gonna get warm, not hot, warm. And then you're gonna pedal slowly. You put the eggs in gradually, and then you're gonna have the batter when it's cold. When it's cold, and then you're gonna do the piping. It's like a donut, and then you're gonna put the crust, which is this one. This all in very quickly. All the ingredients you put in the mixer, you pedal, and after you just put in the freezer. You roll out, you take out. You cut out the shape that you have already piped, and you put it on the crust. 190 degrees, any oven. This is like universal. Any oven you can use. It's not a problem. 190 degrees, you blast it in, maybe 7 to 8 minutes, and it's up. Done. This is the width that I'm going to demo for you later on how you're going to cook it. This has to be overnight. This width is overnight. But the shelf life for this is 2 weeks. Which is good. I did a very good calculation on this weight, which you can put in the chiller for 2 weeks, and then if you need, then you bring out with it. Otherwise, actually you can vacuum bag each bag and put in the freezer. Whenever you need, you defrost it, and after you can whip it. So this is for a long shelf life. If you are doing at home or so whatsoever, you're gonna sell something or whatever. Okay? Okay? Anything you have question or?
Okay.
Thank you for listening. You can come over if you are keen, otherwise you can